Damn.
No! 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 Don't open that door! They're going to get all of us killed! Something's coming.
Holy shit, right? First things first, before we dive in, I just want to make it clear, I haven't seen the original Cloverfield. Yeah, I know. I usually, like, especially if I'm going to do a review, always watch the original first, but with this movie is its own entity, and from what I was told, I really don't have to watch the original Cloverfield, so I will hopefully come back to it and maybe do a review for that, but for now, we're just doing Cloverfield Lane, but just know that from my perspective, it's an original movie, and it's not influenced by the past one at all. The trailer for this movie, it was so crazy, right? And it was so awesome. And sometimes trailers, they get you so psyched, right? And you're just like, man, I wish the whole movie could be like that. And yeah, the whole movie is like that trailer. It's as epic as that little trailer throughout the entire movie. So basically, our main character, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, she had a falling out with her boyfriend. They're like not communicating so well. She seems to be kind of running away from that. And then she's suddenly knocked out. And when she wakes up, she has no idea where she is. She's in this creepy little room. She's in a bomb shelter, and she's in this bomb shelter with John Goodman. John Goodman's character in this movie was scary good. It was like, all the characters in this movie are three-dimensional and they feel really real. There's only like 3 characters in this movie, but John Goodman's character, let's talk about him. I remember back when like the world was supposed to end, not 2012, like another one of the times it was supposed to end, and there's this dude walking around in public. He was just wandering this little boardwalk area that I happened to be in, and he was saying how the world was gonna end and like how all this shit was gonna happen. But the thing about him was, if you just talk to him for a minute, you think he's like a normal dude, but the longer you were around him, you're like, yeah, there's something about you that's not right. You're a little bit creepy, and that creepy turns into a scary. It's like, do you want this to happen? You're kind of freaking me out. Now imagine that guy being super big and scary and could probably, you know, beat you up because the main character is, you know, she's a pretty small woman compared to this big dude. And now imagine that you are stuck with said person for a very long period of time in a tiny enclosed little area. And this movie, it wants you to think like, oh, what's outside? What is outside this bomb shelter? Like, and I was going back and forth. At one point I was like, oh, this is just a made up story that John Goodman's character made up. He just wants her in here. That's like a big theme in the movie. Another point I was like, oh, it's like Fallout fucking 3 out there. Another time I was like, this is the end is happening, but it's in Cloverfield now. And the word like intense gets thrown around a lot. Like I hear so many times, oh, it's so intense. I was like, you know, on the edge of my seat. No. This movie is intense. And when I say intense, I mean it's fucking intense. I've been in real life scary situations that weren't as bad as this movie. I was like holding on to my like chair, just like freaking out, like what the hell's about to happen here? And there's once or twice I heard people behind me literally scream, like an actual scared scream, like you could tell, because only for a second they were like, oh. And this movie, yeah, it scared me. And this isn't, I wouldn't even necessarily call this a horror movie, but it scared me more than most horror movies that have come out recently have scared me. And the final act of this movie, I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say the bomb shelter situation, that once that's resolved, they're just a little bit after that, and it is so gratifying what happens after that, and it's just, it's a very good ending, and that little final act really just made me love the movie all the much more, and it was already amazing at that point. Other than like maybe Deadpool, which I've seen 3 times now, other than that movie, this is the best movie I have seen in a while, and I can't say that enough. This movie is so fucking good. With all that being said, guys, I'm going to give 10 Cloverfield Lane a 9 out of 10. The Soul Badge of Approval and the Hall of Fame badge. That being said, guys, thank you for watching. As always, you can check out my Twitter, my Patreon, all that other good stuff. And with that being said, have a wonderful day. I love you guys, and with that, I leave you.
'Cause we're going up, then down. Are we around? Always going up, then down. Are we around? You and I were a big surprise. Always wanna put our love on the line. Secret lies, everything is fine. Never fought to ever keep us alive. 'Cause we're going up, then down. Are we